Good morning, YouTube. It's your girl, Miss Honey. Welcome back to the channel, you guys. I hope you guys are having a wonderful morning. It is February 17th, and today we are going to talk about creation clues. Our devotion this morning comes from Romans 1:20, the NIV version. And then the evening version of Romans 1:20 is from the NCV version. But let's jump right into it. Romans 1:20 NIV reads, "Since the creation of the world, God's invisible qualities, his eternal power and divine nature have been clearly seen, being understood from what has made being understood from what has been made, so that people are without excuse." Oh Lord, I'm befuddled. I'm befuddled. His eternal power and divine nature have been clearly seen, being understood from what has been made, so that people are without excuse. Oh, it sounds a little bit like a threat, doesn't it? Let's read a little bit further before we make any judgments. Come on now, Miss Honey. Now you can't just read a little piece of scripture and think you got it. Okay. Our text says it doesn't take much to marvel at creation. Looking up into the night sky, sitting on a shoreline, hiking through a forest, or watching a bud begin to blossom, our encounters with nature are many. But we don't often take the time to truly notice how incredible creation is. Take a look around at God's creation today and dwell on the quality of God that is represented. Allow yourself time to reflect on God's divinity and eternal power, and thank Him for showing it with you, for sharing it with you in a very real way. All right, okay. Take a little time. Recognize the color purple. Pay attention. I get it. Acknowledge. Okay. Our prayer says, "God, open my eyes to the beauty of your creation around me today. Allow me to see your qualities in all your created things." This, I think I have mastered. I will tell you that. One of the things I love to do is pay attention. Really, like, I call them useless facts, but I actually find a lot of the things that I've read or I've learned or I've noticed to be quite fascinating. It's other people that consider them to be useless facts, but I consider it all to be a wonderment of God. And a really good example of this for me is there is a frog in the Adirondacks that freezes solid every night and thaws in the morning. And it has something in its blood that keeps it from crystallizing. It's quite incredible. I mean, it's quite an amazing feat. Also, little known fact about frogs. Scientists have been working on a way to duplicate the slime on a frog's back to be used as an antibiotic, right? Because whatever is in a frog's slime is so powerful in some frogs that you could drop them in radioactive waste for a few moments and they would come out unscathed. Like the the whatever is in that slime that's on their back and um appendages and head and all of that stuff, it's pretty powerful stuff. And I'm sorry, I don't care what anybody says, nobody but God. Nobody but God. Okay, let's read this evening version and then I'm gonna let y'all go. I ain't gonna hold you. Okay, the even version of Romans 1:20 reads, there are things about him that people cannot see. Come on now. Come on now and make it plain for us. His eternal power and all things that make him God. Okay. But since the beginning of the world, those things have been easy to understand by what God has made. So people have no excuse for the bad things that they do. Ooh, is this like if you know better, do better? Or, I don't know. Now you know. Now you know. The more you know. Okay, I'm just saying. The way the scripture reads, it's much more clearer in the NCV version for me, but it still sounds a little threatening. But I digress. Let's go on and read what this here text says. It says, did you have time to notice God's creation today? If you didn't get the chance, you might just be able to go out for a quick walk or just take a look at the moon and the stars. God chose to reveal himself to us in a profound way. He knew that we would have appreciation for the beauty of nature that surrounds us. His invisible qualities are represented through something visible. We describe it as beautiful, awesome, and perfect. This is God. Okay, come on now. I like that. This is God. Beautiful, awesome, and perfect. This is God. Ooh-wee. That right there was worth it. That right there, that little bit right there was worth it, honeybees. And we describe it as beautiful, awesome, and perfect. This is God. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now, Father. Ooh, he don't never let us down, do he? Okay, now listen. Our prayer says, Lord, as I look into the night sky, I am aware of how awesome you really are. This galaxy is just one of millions, and yet you choose to love us personally. Thank you for being so great and so present to me. Ooh, that's a good prayer. I tell you, if we be leaning during our morning devotion, when we go over and read our evening, don't he bring it home for us, honeybees? Don't he make it plain for us? Come on now. Listen, your question for yourself today is, have you noticed about God's creation today? What have you noticed about God's creation today? What does this reflect about his nature? Listen, that he is beautiful, okay, that he is awesome, and that he is perfect. Okay, all right, I'm going to let y'all go. Y'all go on, enjoy your day. Tell me what you think. Put it down below. And until next time, honeybees, I'll holla.